Just half a year after the release of the original, Samsung is back at it with the more refined Galaxy Watch Active 2, that now finally comes in two sizes, looks a lot better and has a few new tricks. While the original Watch Active looked a bit like a toy, this second generation is a lot more solid. Samsung is offering an aluminum model that we have for review and it costs $300, a full $100 less than your base model Apple Watch Series 5. But you can also get the Samsung watch in a better looking and more elegant stainless steel version at $450, and that one comes paired with a stylish leather band. While it has active in its name, the watch doesn't look sporty per se, it just looks clean, with an aluminum body and two physical buttons on the side, the back button on the top and the home button on the bottom. The look is versatile enough so that you can take it to the gym and also wear it at the office and look good at both places. The rotating bezel that was a signature feature of Samsung watches is no longer here, which might be a good thing because it allowed the watch to be slimmer and more comfortable to wear. But on the downside, navigation is not quite as easy. You swipe and tap on the screen and you have a kind of a replacement for the bezel with software. The so-called digital bezel. It's a feature that is not turned on by default, but once you enable it, you can slide your finger over the edge of the watch to scroll through menus, and you get a nice little tap when you scroll through lists. It's definitely not as precise as the physical rotating bezel, but one can get used to it. The big news are the sizes. The original was a tiny watch, and now we have a 40mm smaller size, as well as a bigger 44mm one. We have the bigger one for review, and it is not gigantic, but a rather moderate size. I was disappointed, however, to find out that in the box you only get one size strap. So, for example, if you get the 44mm version, you'll get a strap that might not fit smaller wrist sizes perfectly well. For example, I have a smaller wrist and use the strap at the very last pin. Luckily, this is a standard 20mm strap with quick release pins, so you can easily exchange it for another one. The interface here is the familiar Tizen platform, which works very well. It's not quite as fast as the Apple Watch Series 5, but it's close to it. And it's definitely miles ahead of the rather stuttery interface on watches like the Fitbit Versa 2 or some Garmin's. The watch comes with 15 pre-installed watch faces, and on some of them you can add complications, just like on the Apple Watch. And you can customize them a lot. And yes, you also have an always-on option that slightly dims the watch face, but allows you to take a quick glance at the time very discreetly. It only works when the watch is on your wrist. Now, here's a quick overview of the different watch styles available, but notice how switching between watch faces takes a few taps and feels a bit tedious compared to the Apple Watch Series 5, where you just swipe and immediately go to the next watch face. You can also get more watch faces via the Galaxy Wearable app. I, however, found the 15 stock ones do a great job and cover most of my needs. And you also have Bixby here. You start it by double pressing the home key on the bottom, and it recognizes queries rather quickly and accurately, but unfortunately it's not very useful to say the least. Bixby just has super weird answers for even the simplest of questions. Ask it about the weather in Baltimore, and it will give you the forecast for Lutherville, Timonium, Maryland, a town with a population of 6,000 people. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing the name right. And forget about asking it for directions or trivia type questions like the population of a state or a country. What you can use it for is to set reminders and alarms and call someone, and that's it. And yes, you can talk right from your wrist, and the quality is okay for that. You might not be able to hear your contacts good outdoors in a noisy environment, and it's definitely not as clear as your phone, but it does work when it's not too loud, and it's a cool feature. One thing we didn't like on the Galaxy Watch Active 2 is the haptics or the vibration feedback when you get a new notification. It feels too weak, too long, nowhere nearly as precise as the delicate tap you get on the Apple Watch. So what about activity tracking? The watch has an IP68 rating, so it is water protected, and you can do laps in the swimming pool with it, but you can also do a lot more. The thing that impressed me the most about the Samsung watch is the automatic workout detection. It worked quite well. While on the Apple Watch it would often fail to record a workout, the Samsung watch just knew when I was doing workouts and when I would finish with a very good accuracy. You have quite the variety in workouts that you can manually start, from various gym exercises like bench press, deadlift, arm curls, to aerobic activities like yoga, outdoor hiking, and so on. And of course, it will also track your runs and has GPS too, so you can see a map of your run and detailed stats later on. We also found the heart rate sensor to give quite accurate readings, so you can rely on what you see on the screen most of the time. It also has an ECG feature that measures your heart's activity, but that one is not enabled yet and will come early next year with a software update. One thing that Samsung Watch does is also automatically track your sleep if you wear it at night. I am not fond of the idea of wearing something on my wrist at night, but I tried it and the watch actually felt very comfortable to wear. Sleep tracking was accurate too, and you get a detailed breakdown of different stages of sleep, as well as the amount of deep sleep you got and how many times you woke up. The sleep tracking only drains about 5% battery overnight, so this is quite good. And what about the actual battery life? The 44mm version that we used was able to last almost 2 days on average. Of course, if you work out a lot and especially use the GPS for your workouts, you'll need to charge the watch more often, but 2 days is the average you'll get. You can squeeze almost a day extra if you use it without the always-on screen mode, and you also have power-saving battery modes, but those limit the functionality a lot. You charge the watch via a magnetic charger very similar to the Apple Watch, and the watch snaps nicely to the charger. So should you get this over the Apple Watch? The Galaxy Watch has sleep tracking and slightly better battery life, plus it's cheaper, while the Apple Watch is faster, has more apps, and that addictive ring system is also nice. Stay tuned for an in-depth comparison between the two coming soon. At the end of the day, we should say that we enjoyed using the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2 a lot. It sits very comfortably on the wrist. We love the always-on screen option, and if you use it with a leather strap, it looks downright stylish. If you don't want to be tied to the Apple ecosystem, yet want a true smartwatch that is comfortable to wear, has reliable performance, and a beautiful screen, this is about as good as they get in 2019. And this wraps up our review of the Watch Active 2. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, PhoneArena, for more videos of the latest in tech. My name is Vic, and I'll see you next time.